Hello all, and welcome to tonight's beer review. What I will be reviewing tonight comes in a very large can. This is Mission Brewery's IPA, their India Pale Ale. It's 32 ounces at 6.8 ABV. It's kind of large, both in can size and in alcohol content. So, this has recently been started to be distributed in Hawaii within the past year. Finally getting around to reviewing it. It's from San Diego, Mission Breweries in San Diego. Not surprisingly, given the name is Mission. Let's go ahead and read the label, shall we? Fraught with hops, complex, vigorous, and virile. Endowed with a subtle malt character for a sturdy and balanced ale. Our award-winning interpretation of the popular style reflects both the history of the IPA and the distinctive and relatively modern American variation. Cascade and Centennial hops are employed generously, and the result is an earthy ale that is most drinkable. Brewed and canned by Mission Brewery, San Diego, California. So, Centennial, Cascade, pretty much expecting your typical Northwestern style experience, aka West Coast style IPA. Get this open. Don't want to break my nail. I play classical guitar, sorry. I always have to explain that. Ukulele. You probably noticed that in some of my ancient videos if you look on back a while back. I play ukulele. Why don't I record videos about that? Well, I suck, so I only play for my own pleasure now. Ooh. Okay. Can is not really... Mouth's a little bit too small, so it doesn't pour out too well. Splash a little bit on the ground here. So, very much a yellow-orange color, translucent, kind of on the cloudy side, really. Pretty cloudy. With an off-white foam head. Only got about a finger's worth because I was having trouble pouring it out. Got a lot of grapefruit in this one. It's sort of citrus smell. Underneath that, some tropical fruit. A little bit of skunkiness. Some cattiness to it. And those of you who know what I'm talking about will know what I mean when I refer to cattiness. Some people like to say, oh yeah, there's, some IPAs have a smell like cat pee. I don't think it smells like cat pee. I've been around enough cats long enough to know what cat pee smells like, and it's not a pleasant smell. What I would say it actually is a sort of muskiness, an animal muskiness to it. That's actually kind of pleasant. Kind of related to the skunkiness. It's a definite earth smell to it, underneath it. Not as big or as paramount as in that experimental one I reviewed a few days earlier. It's still there. Almost a syrupy smell of hops, too. Somewhat on the dry side. Body and mouthfeel is actually quite thick. You can tell that there's quite a bit of malt in there. But the hopping is also so intense that it completely balances the malt body, so you're not really getting any residual sweetness at any point. Hence, in the front, you kind of got a dry, crackery maltiness with that citrus rindy IPA taste coming in. Taste is sort of dominated by that sort of grapefruit and rind, touch of pine resin, especially towards the finish. The lingering bitterness in the finish, but not overwhelming or unpleasantly so. Do wish there was a little bit more oomph demonstrated by the malts. You know, you feel it in your mouth, but it's not leaving much in the way of the taste. The feeling it might come out to play a little bit when it gets warmer. I already let this warm just a little bit because I have to go and set up the camera and whatnot. Again, yeah, a real dry crackeriness to it. And it's kind of amazing how much of a hop show it is, considering, you know, it's actually one of the thicker mouthfeels I felt for an IPA. So, as it warms up, yeah, sweetness is increasing, but not too much of a malt dimension to interplay with that hops. I'm just pretty much going to rate this as a pretty standard, bog standard IPA. Nothing too amazing. Nothing that'll blow you away. Nothing really unique about it. But it's there. You can buy this at 7-Eleven. It's better than most of the beers you can get at 7-Eleven. Well, you can get it at 7-Eleven here. I'm not really sure other places in the United States. Other than that, yeah. IPA. So, Mission IPA. Nice looking can. Very evocative of San Diego and its Hispanic history. And, you know, it's probably the easiest craft beer you're going to find in Waikiki, which is kind of a dry spot for craft beers. Like I said, this is 7-Eleven. And that's about it. Don't have much to talk about in regards to it. That's your beer review for tonight. Cheers.